Teleport version 18.8 is now available. Here are 5 quick highlights from this new release. Number 1, VNet support is now extended to Linux workstations, not just Mac and Windows. If you're not familiar, VNet automatically proxies connections from your computer to TCP apps and SSH servers available through Teleport. So say you have a Postgres database enrolled as a Teleport application, and you need to connect via pSQL from your local machine. Sure, you could port forward, but VNet makes it as simple as clicking Connect. From there, VNet handles the local DNS, routing, authentication, and the secure tunnel back through Teleport. In fact, you can just turn VNet on once and traffic to every TCP app and VNet configured SSH server in your cluster is transparently proxied by DNS name. Your local dev tools, internal CLIs, third-party SSH clients, connect the way they normally would, while Teleport enforces identity, access, and audit behind the scenes. You can even set a custom DNS zone to match your familiar internal DNS names for scripts, runbooks, or configs. And now Linux users get the same low-friction experience. Use it with the TSH CLI, or even better, the Teleport Connect client tool. Just visit goteleport.com/downloads, choose Linux, and install it with this one-liner. Second, we've made improvements to the access list creation experience. Teleport now provides a guided in-product UX for creating common types of access lists. Access lists grant users access to resources in Teleport. It's ideal for longer-term, ongoing permissions to groups with regular auditing and access reviews for compliance. Previously, setting one up meant defining a role first with all the right grants, then coming back to wire it into an access list. Now, the role definition is part of the wizard itself. Teleport creates the role for you behind the scenes and ties it to the access list. So you can manage it here instead of jumping between roles and access lists. Let's go ahead and create a new one. I'll choose the standing access starter template, but there's one here for just-in-time access to a list, and of course, custom. I'll pick the resources this list covers, I'll grab my demo servers and the Aurora database, then set the grants, database names and users to connect as for Aurora, and the Linux login for the servers. I'll set it as Ubuntu. And side note, look to the right as you work. A Terraform config is being defined for you, so you can copy it and manage this access list as code in your IAC workflow on completion. Next, give the list a title, review frequency, and deadline for the first review. Then add members or add other access lists as members, so this group inherits their access too. Finally, assign who's responsible for managing members and conducting periodic reviews. Done. Access lists are now much easier to set up and maintain. Third, users can now solve MFA challenges via the browser when using the TSH CLI. This is especially useful if your only registered MFA device is browser-based, like a passkey, which would otherwise block you from authenticating via the CLI entirely. In addition to browser-based passkeys, it also lets you take advantage of password managers that TSH can't access directly. And it works not just for login, but for per-session MFA as well. So in my cluster, all prod access requires per session MFA. So let's SSH into one of our prod servers, and I'll temporarily specify for now to use browser MFA, and you'll see it opens the browser to use a passkey for MFA, which is what I have registered. Fourth, Teleport's bound Keypair joining method is now extended to support Teleport agents, not only bots. Teleport has always recommended delegated join methods like EC2, GCP, Azure, and Kubernetes, where an external platform vouches for the host at join time. And the classic token method has been there for everything else, bare metal, on-prem, and edge. It works, but secret-based join methods are susceptible to exfiltration. If the short-lived token somehow leaks before it's used, someone else can join with it. Bound Keypair gives you the benefits of a delegated method in environments where you don't have one available. Here's how it works. On first join, the agent uses a one-time registration secret to bootstrap trust, then generates a keypair. The public key gets bound to the token on the cluster, and from then on, the agent proves its identity by signing cryptographic challenges with the private key that never leaves the host. The agent's identity is tied to one specific host, and it can recover automatically if certs expire. Many of the benefits of a delegated method without needing a cloud platform or TPM to attest. For Teleport bots, it's now the recommended upgrade over the classic token method, and it's slated to become the default for bots in version 19. And as of version 18.8, it works for regular Teleport agents too. For many agent deployments, the classic token method is still fine, but bound Keypair is now an option when you want enrollment that's strictly single use and bound to one specific host. And then fifth, we have performance improvements in the SSH service. Thanks to internal improvements, the Teleport SSH service memory usage and latency when opening shells, running commands, and other actions involving your SSH sessions is significantly lower than previous versions. And let's throw in a bonus. 18.8 introduces uses Session Recording Search, which allows you to locate relevant session recordings by searching their summaries and session metadata by way of natural language description, keywords, and various filters. I'll link below to a separate video explaining how session recording summaries work, but now you can sift through those summaries to retrieve what you're looking for. Here I'll use Teleport's tcuttle administrative CLI to search session recording summaries for the term base64 within a specific date range. The results appear in this terminal UI where you can browse the matches and view each summary. For example, here's one marked critical where a large base64 encoded payload was decoded and piped directly to bash for execution. You can also specify a search mode, hybrid, keyword only, or embeddings only, and apply filters like severity critical if you only want the highest severity findings. And if you head over to our Teleport GitHub repo at /releases, you can see other features available in 18.8, like more Terraform support, multi-domain support for Windows desktop access, and various performance and reliability improvements. I'll put a link below in the description for more details. Thank you for watching.